EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll run here with a rookie. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
That's caught left side by Simmons. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Now it's Wilson. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mustang 19. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll get this complete to Senate, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
When you look at this defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Here's Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go, here we go. 65 catch, 65 catch. Ready?
Play action, now it's Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And it is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
For Washington.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun is a give to Achane. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Dolphins hit 3-7 now on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one, because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Daniels looking to throw. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. It's caught at the 10. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 51 yards.
Washington Commanders first down.
Let's go.
First down.
Now Daniels. McKinnon here, it's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Ready, set.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Viking, Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger, 7.
Throwing now is Daniels. Flushed out right. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
On the set.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Daniels going to throw for it. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Gay to kick off for Washington.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Wilson. They set up the screen. H.N. has it. They hold it to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This is 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one too low.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Here we go. Lightning 18.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinals. Street.
Now Wilson. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Commanders' 16-yard line.
A run straight ahead with H.N. And the Dolphins are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Okay, ready?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Half the 60.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Zach Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
The score. Commanders 14. Dolphins 10.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go now.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation that they decide to take a shot.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Brings up second and
As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
70. 18, Pioneer. 19, tight.
To throw is Daniels. He's got him in. Complete. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates. Dragon 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will do it for this 1st half. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing is Wilson. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, Ochan. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level and make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Right is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
19 Lions.
They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And he's going to get a solid gain of and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll go again here with Wright. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Wright with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th of the year. And the Dolphins have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They go play action. Daniels. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Come on, 70, stand by one. Half the 60, half the 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates, 7 Cowboys.
To the air goes Daniels. Flushed out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing quickly. That's caught by Brown out wide. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the first and 10.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Daniels. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Commanders 31, Dolphins 24. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Achane gets it from the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's Wilson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 74 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, back to Achane. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's a 2nd and 7. Wilson. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. They'll give this to Chan. And he'll take this down to the 43.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Washington. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 27 seconds to play as they come up on a 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
Wilson to throw. This is caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Throwing now is Wilson. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off.
Dolphins 30. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some